Hello, everyone. My name is Serge DeHady, and today I'm going to be presenting on my selected Fortune 500 CEO, which is Marvin R. Ellison of the Lowe's Company. He was the middle child of seven children and was known to be the peacemaker between his older siblings and younger siblings. He's a son of a sharecropper. His father worked in the fields and he had to drop out of school at the age at a young age to take care of his family. And his father instilled in him the value of education. And his mother was very diligent and was a homemaker and had him participate in a traveling gospel band. And she instilled in him the value of treating people with respect and treating them correctly. His older siblings went off to college, which motivated him and gave him the inspiration that after high school to enroll in the University of Memphis and studied business marketing, which took him 5 years to complete. After he graduated, he used the University of Memphis's Career Center to attain a part-time associate position at Target where he earned $4.35. And from there, he was there for a couple years. And what he recalls, one time the executives had a meeting, and during this meeting, he felt really ashamed because he was unable to provide valuable information to help improve the operations in the store and felt like a fraud. So from that day, after leaving the meeting, he decided to apply himself and contribute to the organization's values. And from that point, he was able to elevate himself from a part-time associate to the director of loss prevention. After leaving there, Target, he was called to join the executive team of Home Depot as the chief executive officer. When he got there, he spent his time learning information from the predecessors to get an understanding of the organization's business models. And from there, he was able to find that they were losing their position in the market due to disruptions from online sales and poor customer service. So he implemented a strategy to upgrade their e-commerce and improve the customer experience in the Home Depot stores. And after he left there, Home Depot was recognized as the number one e-commerce business in the market of home improvement. So from there, he was called to join the executive team at J.C. Penney, and this was a real highlight of his career because he recalls when he was younger, his mother used to take him to J.C. Penney's twice a year, once for back to school shopping and second for Christmas shopping. So this really left a good mark and a good challenge for him as the executive of the organization. So once he got there, again, he spent time with the predecessor executives and learned the business model and to find out what were some of the disruptions that were occurring in the operations. And one of the notable findings was that they didn't have the technology to gather real-time data for a sales decision, and this was affecting their profitability due to the lack of having enough inventory for customer sales. So with this technology that he brought in, he was able to implement a just-in-time inventory management system that allowed the organization to replenish their inventory just as they drop, just as the inventory dropped below a certain threshold to be replenished by the next day. And also, they conducted a research regarding the sale of men's shoes and the placement of those shoes, and he was able to turn the profitability around for the sale of the men's shoes. And from there, he left JCPenney to become the current CEO of Lowe's companies. His true color assessment color is orange and gold. There, he's analytical, intuitive, a visionary, and punctual, organized, and precise. And this is seen throughout his track record from the different organizations since Target. He will take the time to meet and learn from his predecessors to get an understanding of the operations of the organizations and also the business model and where to add value to their customers. This research in the operations led to improvements, cost efficiencies, and better customer experience through e-commerce. The leadership member exchange with Marvin R. Ellison was to create a team that was reciprocal of his vision and his mission. So he changed the entire leadership team to bring in a diverse group of leaders from different backgrounds, and also brought in more women to the executive team. And also he kept his associates in mind. He reflects back when he was with Target and making $4.35, and it was sometimes he had to make a difficult decision about where to spend his money. So he thought about that and his followers. So he gave everyone a bonus across the board, which totaled to $450 million. He also used his position to form strategic alliances with Habitat for Humanity to build stronger communities. And also during the pandemic, he created a fund for grants for small businesses that were affected by the pandemic, as a supplement to the SBA's granting of the small businesses loan. And he did also take a corporate social responsibility position with the killing of George Floyd, and he used that opportunity to have a moment with his executive team to talk about race and his experience as he was coming into becoming an executive of an organization. His strategy to turn Lowe's around was to create a culture of cooperation and also innovation. He always kept his followers in mind, and he created channels for them to be able to communicate with him directly. He uses social media platforms so that he can get feedback from his internal and external stakeholders, and also use innovation to be able to bring an effective change in the operations of the organization. He brought in executives from different backgrounds, from different industries to provide fresh ideas to help out with innovation in the organization, to incorporate technology to enhance the customer experience. He recalls when he first got to Lowe's that the experience with the online purchase process took about 12 to 15 steps to complete a transaction. And with the research and his team coming together, he was able to minimize that process to about 5 steps. So his strategy and his visions was customer focus, and also his team was also in the focus in his vision and his mission. I wanted to take a quote from the annual report of the mission and his vision. The mission is together to deliver the right home improvement product with the best service and value across every channel and community we serve. And the vision is we will provide customer valued solutions with the best prices, products, and services to make Lowe's the first choice for home improvement. And thank you. This is the end of my presentation on Marvin R. Ellison and the Lowe's Corporation.